Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. If you enjoyed today's presentation and find it informative, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share the content. Today's video subject: can cats live with hedgehogs? Before we begin, let's first take a look at today's topic overview. Once introduced, hedgehogs and cats can live together. Most cats will investigate a hedgehog, but its quills will keep a curious feline at a respectful distance. Any interaction between the two should be monitored. Hedgehogs won't give cats fleas because their fleas are species specific. As long as you don't leave your cat and hedgehog unsupervised for lengthy periods of time, they can live together in peace. In the event of an altercation, it's rather unlikely that an adult hedgehog could be injured by a cat's sharp teeth or claws. Hedgehogs are rather crafty when it comes to their defense system. Those 3,000 to 5,000 sharp quills will have something to say, that's for sure. Also, the ability of a hedgehog to roll out of danger, quite literally, is certainly a positive. With a quick reaction time, felines really don't have much of a chance when it comes to the ability to harm a hedgehog. In truth, most cats will give up before they'll be willing to tangle with this rather unique pet. One painful pawing against a sharp quill will cause a feline to think twice. We briefly touched on a hedgehog's defensive capabilities, but how are they in general in terms of demeanor? Thankfully, hedgehogs are quite chill and non-aggressive. They don't seek a fight. While that doesn't mean that a hedgehog won't become a bit curious, looking for trouble is not on the to-do list. Hedgehogs, by and large, tend to keep to themselves and don't require much socialization. Even when housed with other hedgehogs, they really don't live for the attention. Of course, this can vary as every personality is different. However, when it comes to an aggressive conflict, a hedgehog will not start something with your cat unless provoked. It's just not their style. What about the flip side? Well, thankfully, you're in luck. Cats, at least most of the time, will avoid conflict with creatures that can harm them. And as we mentioned earlier, hedgehogs come equipped with a unique defense system that can be quite intimidating. Something not much bigger than a soft ball that looks like a cactus. I'm already afraid. Most of the time, cats will ignore hedgehogs, and while it's not out of the question for a cat to attack, there has to be some serious provocations. If your cat is not naturally aggressive, then everything should be just fine. Simply stated, if your pet gets along with other cats or dogs in your home, they should fare quite well with a hedgehog. Now that we've set the groundworks for what should be, at least in the vast majority of the time, a positive relationship, what about fleas? Hedgehogs have a rather negative reputation for being carriers. And more than that, the fleas that thrive on hedgehogs are species specific. They're not your typical cat fleas, if you will. Female fleas that occupy hedgehogs can only reproduce in the nest of breeding hedgehogs. They require hormones that are present in the blood of breeding hedgehogs in order to develop their own nest and procreate. So, what does that mean for you? Hedgehog fleas that attempt to hop on board your cat will not survive for long, as felines are not a compatible host. When keeping two species of animals in your home, it's critical to be aware of communicable diseases. Here are some notable diseases and infections that hedgehogs can pass on to felines. Salmonella, although rare, hedgehogs that are found in the wild can become carriers. The other two potential issues are ringworm and mites. And if you would like more information regarding these health concerns and the most notable symptoms involved, Please visit us at seniorcatwellness.com at the conclusion of today's presentation. As always, a link will be provided in the description box below. While we've established that cats and hedgehogs can have a peaceful relationship, largely due to the general desire to avoid conflict, how they get along can in many ways be defined by the introduction. The very first step is to introduce smells, and this is quite easy. Simply take a piece of fabric within your hedgehog's enclosure and allow your cat to sniff it. If possible, leave it in your cat's sleeping area. Then take a piece of fabric that your cat has been using and share it with your hedgehog. This will allow both animals to learn about each other prior to a physical encounter. The next step is a visual encounter. Placing both animals a good 10 feet apart in their own cages or carriers will allow for a safe viewing period. If both are on their very best behavior, ease that distance by about a foot. Try this out for a few days. If the results are positive, then you're ready for another big step. And that big step is introduction without cages. Holding the hedgehog allow your cat to roam free. Allow each animal to sniff each other and look around. If agitation sets in, abort this step and try again later. However, if everything is smooth sailing, you're ready for the final test. And that final test is free yet supervised roaming. Keep a watchful eye on the situation. Allow the cat and the hedgehog to get comfortable with this whole coexisting thing. And if everything goes off without a hitch, well, they're likely on their way to a beautiful friendship. A hedgehog and Garfield. You just never know what we'll talk about here at Senior Cat Wellness. And if you would like more information concerning today's subject matter, please click the initial link in the description box below and join us at, you guessed it, seniorcatwellness.com. And once again, feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel if this type of content is of interest to you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later.